Hey guys, Adam here from DirectionTrader.com. Let's do the trade of the day. Trade of the day today came in crude oil. Came at the right before the 7 o'clock hour here. I guess Pacific Standard Time, so just before 10 o'clock Eastern. The importance of today is more or less the price pattern versus the actual trade itself and how we managed it. I personally like to manage my positions. I'm not really a set it and forget it type of a trader. So if you've been in my room or you're interested in learning to manage each position, maybe come take a trial and come join the trading room and see how I do it. But today's example was it was just that. So came in crude today, and we talked a lot about, we had resistance up here, and we got a nice little tank off resistance. I wasn't able to get this pullback. I was looking for a little bit more, so did not get an opportunity here. Bottom line, we got a nice drop, and then we started going into this consolidation, but yet selling off. So created somewhat of a micro channel, if you would, here. And a lot of guys are asking what's going on, and I was describing, and I was actually drawing here saying, well, if you got this predominantly just bearish move like this, the only opportunity I can get is a break up and then retest resistance and sell off. So basically that's what we got. We got this little pop back to the upside here, as you see. Look left, test resistance. I also drew a fib from high to low, 38% pullback, so exactly what we took here. I was literally one tick from the high is where my entry was, so it's a very nice entry. And then look for a follow through back to the downside. That's what we got, guys. Basically, we got this consolidation. We were looking for this short. We got to pop back up, retest resistance. This is a 38% pullback on the fibs from high to low. And then as we started to drop, this is where the managing comes into play. As we were starting to drop, guys, we started to get this drop. I was managing about 50% behind as a trail stop. So as this market kept dropping a little bit more every time, my trail stop kept coming down lower and lower and lower. As we dropped down more, I would drop the trail stop down, using about 50% trail distance from where I got in to where the current market's low were. I was trailing about 50%. And then once we started to get down and retest these prior lows, I started to tighten up my trail, and I got about a 3 or 4 tick trail stop as we came in to retest these lows. So obviously, as that happens, you can see we got a little choppy here. That got me out. So basically what I did here, once getting in, I got in here at the 41s, and as it started to go down, I was trailing about 50% behind, and then as we came down in to retest these prior swing lows, typically if you retest any swing low, guys, it has a high probability of reversing on you. So as we got closer to that target, I was tightening up that trail stop even more. End up getting trail stopped out here right at the 21s for it was a 20 tick winner, which isn't bad on this. But look what ended up happening. The market turned around and went right back against us. But two points about today's trade is the price pattern itself. We had the drop in the market, and then anytime you get this consolidation, but yet it keeps making lower highs and lower lows, that is a very bearish consolidation. Just wait for that pop back up to retest the resistance and then back down with it. The same thing happened over here on the S&P. I just wanted to show you because a guy brought this up in the room. He's like, hey, look, we just had the same pattern. As we were starting to do this in the E-minis here in the S&P, he's like, is this the same pattern as we had here in crude? And I said, absolutely. It was a nice call. We had a nice thrust to the upside here. As we got this push up, this pullback was a nice opportunity. I did not get it. I was more worried about another crude trade. And then we did get a fluctuation and push back to the upside. So just maybe take a note and notice that the pattern here is pretty much the same pattern. Any type of pullback, look to buy. And we're getting off to the races once again. So we got a pattern here to the downside, pattern here to the upside. So the pattern is the first clue for today, and the second clue is how we was able to manage that position. Rather than a set it and forget it, I like to manage out of each position because I'm not a big fan of seeing the market go in my direction and then leaving my all that profit on the table with not moving my stop. So it doesn't fit my personality, doesn't fit my trading style, so I like to manage each trade by trailing down and locking in some of the profit. But obviously it needs to drop somewhat for me to get to start to manage. And then as it does, on this particular example, I used a 50% trail stop. There's several different ways of doing it, but on this one I used a 50% trail. And as it got closer to my target, I really tightened that trail up so I could lock in all that profit, because the probability of reversing at them lows is very high, and that's was able to save us some money, and we were able to lock in as much as we possibly can. So that was the trade of the day, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you like these videos, you've been following me, and you want to do this live, come take a trial in the live trading room. Watch me do this live in real time, take these trades live, manage these trades live, right here on my own trading dome with my real live account. So if you guys like them, come take a trial. If you got any questions, email me, adam@directiontrader.com. I will see you in tomorrow's video.